Hi guys, nice to see everyone. My project was about the millennial generation. The millennial generation refers to the generation of people born between the 1980s and 1990s, who are starting to include the 2000s as well. It is also known as Generation Y because it comes after Generation X. This age group has also been called the Peter Pan or Boomerang generation because of the likelihood of some to move back in with their parents, either due to economic constraints or, lack of better words, laziness. They have been characterized in a number of ways. On the negative side, they have been described as lazy, narcissistic, and prone to jump from job to job. They have more emphasis on extrinsic values rather than intrinsic values. Extrinsic values such as money, fame, and image, and less emphasis on the intrinsic values such as self-acceptance, group affiliation, and community. A study was done in 2012, and they found millennials to be more civically and politically disengaged and more focused on those materialistic values and less concerned about helping the larger community. On a positive note, they have been regarded as being more open-minded and more supportive of things like gay rights and equal rights for minorities. Other positive adjectives to describe this age group would be confident, self-expressive, liberal, upbeat, and more receptive to new ideas and ways of living. So when we educate this group, what is the best way to go about it? I want to start by how to engage the millennials. I'm going to use something called the 5 R's. And the 5 R's would be research-based methods, relevance, rationale, relaxed, and rapport. So when we talk about the research-based methods, millennials prefer a broad spectrum of learning strategies. The concept of learner style is more pronounced in this generation. They prefer learning materials that are delivered to cater to their visual, auditory, and even kinesthetic needs. So we could use a whole different kinds of materials, internet, social media, music videos, PowerPoints. I mean, it's just a lot more electronic, I think, and a lot more self-expression going on. And that's kind of cool. Relevance. Millennials are aces at Googling and discovering information. They do not value a piece of information for its own sake, rather for its relevance to their lives. Kind of selfish, I guess. Trainers or educators will find millennials more engaged in hands-on or application-based case studies. Let's move on to rationale. Rationale. Baby boomers or Generation Xers respond well to authoritarian kind of teacher style, really to the book. They follow orders for the sake of complying with commands. Millennials, on the other hand, were raised in a less authoritative environment. Decisions and actions are more constantly justified. Flexibility and recognizing the socio-emotional rationale behind these new ideas and processes are expectations of millennials. When educators and instructors provide the rationale behind something, behind policies and regulations in a learning environment, these young learners are more likely to respond more positively. Relaxed. Think laid back when you conduct your training sessions. Millennials prefer a relaxed learning environment with minimum pressure, more freedom to complete their assignments, and also more freedom for personal expression and creativity. I think that's a huge one, is just personal expression and creativity. E-learning course mentors need to create a warm, empathetic, no wrong answer, collaborative environment. I don't always agree with that. I do think we need some strict rules, but I do like the idea of being creative. Rapport. It's important that we build a rapport with these students. Millennials strive on personal relationships. When being raised, they have complete attention from their parents. They are used to older adults showing more interest in their lives, and they prefer and appreciate instructors showing a personal interest in their training and development plan to achieve their goals. These learners perform better at work and in the classroom when instructors connect with them on a more of a personal level. So again, engaging millennials with your 5 R's. Think research-based methods, relevance, rationale, relaxed, and rapport. In the workforce, millennials need goals to work for. This doesn't always mean like big promotions and such. Training allows them to grow within the position they may already have and hold, and keeps them feeling that they're not wasting their time and they need to move on, you know. So consistent training, you know, ways to get better. I guess if you were to take it to like respiratory, you know, you can add on more credentials, PFTs and things like that, things that you could build on in your career, ways to expand. You know, we're always looking for ways to grow in that kind of sense. Ongoing online training, mentoring, and coaching is crucial to attracting the top millennial workers and to keep them. Let's see. Millennials tend to be more motivated by outside rewards, praises, prizes, money, and grades than they are more so internal motivation. To engage just regularly without constantly having to give out a physical prize. Allow for quick feedback in a form of a scoring feature on each course module. Allow employees to share the results on social media. Is a great way to engage this need for external rewards. Social media is huge in this generation, so that can definitely work, you know. This gamification of social media, of course, have been shown to better stimulate the employees' interest and create more organized teams. Let's see. There is no question that video is a huge part of the millennials. Social media, YouTube, and anywhere you look online, creating videos is a cost-effective and engages the natural way they tend to learn. After looking over everything, I mean, there's definitely ways that I could say that I'm a millennial. I do like that consistent training and consistent learning. I like learning in different ways. I like making the videos, or, you know, it's not just so strict into the book. I do find myself to be very motivated. I'm not on the lazy side of millennials, and I think when we hear the term millennials, that's exactly what we think of. I do think it's cool that this generation is very open-minded, and I think we need a lot more of that, you know, not so strict, open-minded to the gay rights. You know, let everyone be who they are. Self-expression is so important, you know, be who you are and own it. So I hope this might have helped you be able to better understand this generation. I think the big thing is just self-expression, you know. So thank you for listening to my video. We are halfway through the semester, so, or almost. Nice to see you all. Look forward to looking at your videos as well. Thank you.